Guys, Michael here, and this is my review of the newest microchargers. This is called the Light Racers Track. Now, if you've watched some of my previous videos, last fall I did a review of 2 of these. I actually bought 3 different kits, and these are all by Moose Toys, and I really love them because they really were a great toy. If you wanted to get the fun of the racetrack without having to put a lot of stuff together, it was very compact and easy to do, and these cars really fly. Now, I was a sucker for these toys last year because I bought not only the microchargers version, but also the nanochargers. And the nanochargers, if you've ever tried those out, were far less fun, simply because the mechanism to make them go around a track was a lot more clunky. Now, I thought the styling of the cars with the nanochargers was a bit better, but the microchargers by far were the better toy. And I've had them for now going on a year, and they're still as good as they were when I first bought them. So you do get 2 cars in this package, translucent type red and yellow in this particular version, and they do light up. There's 2 little lights at the top. You can kind of see it at night or when it gets a little bit darker. Ran a little bit of footage, but it was very difficult to see just how cool it was in the dark as far as picking it up on camera. But it is really nice, and it's a nice addition to the set. Now, this is by far my favorite way to race the microchargers race cars because you can do 4 simultaneous. They have 2 little grooves on the back, this metal conductor, if you will, and you simply put those into one of the 4 slots that you have. You charge that baby up as soon as it starts to connect with the connectors, and then when you're ready for it to race, you simply tap one of the 4 green buttons and you're off and running. Now, the cool thing is that you can get a full charge in a matter of about 8 seconds and you're ready to go. Now, for comparison purposes, I did show you, or I'm showing you in this video, the handheld version that was great for the stunt tracks, but I didn't find it as much fun, if you're going to race 4 cars simultaneous, because it's a little bit more clunky, meaning that you have to put the car in. There's a red button that you use to rev up the car for about 8 seconds, and then once you're ready to go, you push the green button and we're off and running, but you had to make sure that it was lined up well on the track. Here you see a comparison. The translucent red on the right is the current version of the microchargers, and then the one on the left or on the bottom now is last year's version, and not much has changed in the way of the track. And speaking of tracks, this one is very heavy duty, held up to a lot of bumps and bruises as far as my son goes. Holds up very well. In fact, it does a lot better than the Hot Wheels track that you can buy in groups or individual pieces. Now, as an addition here, you can make this a track where you can do 4 laps before it closes, and then it allows whatever the winner is to go through the little donut burnout section there, which makes it a lot more fun. The cool thing is this year they also have an expansion pack for about $14.99 that you can really expand the length and some of the different curves that you can set up for this track. So Moose Tracks, the microchargers, are highly expandable, very durable, very fun. I can wholeheartedly recommend this for holiday 2013, not only for myself or an adult, big kid, but young as well. My son is right around 4 years old, and he loves it. As you can see here, the cars slide up, and you can see it as it blurs across the track because of the speed. But this is an awesome toy. I would definitely check it out for anyone who loves race cars or in the market for Hot Wheels, for example. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching.